Diabetes on race and gender. Overall, Americans have a grim 40% of being diagnosed with diabetes. But for Hispanics and blacks, the percentages are even worse. For whites, 37% of white boys and 34% of white girls will develop diabetes. For blacks, 44.7% of black men and 55.3% of black women will develop diabetes. For Hispanics, 51.8% of Hispanic males and 51.5% of Hispanic women will develop diabetes. If anything, this strengthens the argument that diabetes has a genetic role in who does and does not develop the disease. This means your genes can predispose you to the disease. Still, the majority of medical researchers agree that lifestyle plays a huge role in its development. Researchers looked at race because they had the information available, but they agree that socioeconomic status is just as important as race, maybe even more so. Whatever the reason, white people are far less likely to be diagnosed as diabetic than blacks and Hispanics. Both races are 50% more likely than whites to be diagnosed with diabetes. However, researchers are still trying to determine why black men are 10% less likely to develop the disease than black women. Genetic differences cannot be explained, and the jury is still out on why this happens.